This Sunday marks the TV's showpiece event of the calendar. It's the Bafta Television Awards at the Royal Festival Hall. All the glitz, all the glamour, but who is going to win? Now, Vicky, who do you think is going to have the best night?
I think on top of the pile has to be Derry Girls.
Ooh, yes,
the
absolutely.
final series aired last year and it was absolutely amazing. It was hilarious. You know, it had a bit less of Nicola Coughlan than I kind of like to see in Derry Girls, but I think that is definitely up for several awards.
Siobhan
McSweeney, she's up for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Role. I think she's going to walk that. And yes, it's also up for Best Comedy Series, and I really think it is going to walk that because, you know, there's nothing people like more than paying tribute to a show that has literally been so universally beloved. So yes, Derry Girls.
Well, it's not the only one that's in its last season, is it?
No, Peaky Blinders, that's up for an award as well. Cillian Murphy's up, Ben Whishaw, Martin Freeman, Gary Oldman, you know, the list really goes on and on. I think Peaky Blinders, again, you know, it's been such a monumental show and it's been so popular, I can't see it not grabbing an award of some kind.
I totally agree. Another big one possibly, I think, on the night is This Is Gonna Hurt.
Oh my God, absolutely, yeah.
It caused a huge stir when it came out earlier last year. I mean, Ben Whishaw, basically, it's still so current. It's about the NHS and how it's on its knees. I mean, it's ostensibly a comedy, but it really went dark.
Very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's really quite pertinent. I think at a time when, you know, junior doctors are striking right now, I think it's going to kind of, you know, really chime with audiences and hopefully the BAFTA panels as well.
But there's a few sleeper hits that we thought might just sneak a few awards away from the big guns.
Yeah, one of the dark horses is The Responder, the Martin Freeman BBC show, which I know that you really loved.
Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Set in Liverpool, written by a former policeman. It felt so authentic. I mean, it was this sort of manic descent. It was absolutely extraordinary. Martin Freeman is incredible in this show.
Yeah, and it's the same with Somewhere Boys. This is Channel 4's very moving series about a boy who's been, you know, kept away from society for all of his life, but when he's 18, he finally kind of gets released into wider society. And it's very funny, and it's very sad, very dark. It's about grief and trauma and growing up.
And Samuel Bottomley, who is in it, he's up for an award.
Yes,
would be a very deserving winner, I think.
It would be a very deserving winner. I would be surprised, sadly, if he did win. I think he might be edged slightly by some of the more established names on the list. But yes, I think that was also a very worthy contender. I think one of the most notable things about this BAFTA is just how star-strewn it is. There are a lot of big names up for awards. You know, the leading actress role, for instance, you have Billie Piper. She's up for an award. She is up against Kate Winslet for her star turn in this Channel 4 drama I Am Ruth. It's an hour and a half of TV. Yeah. It's very harrowing.
With her daughter
With her daughter, yes, Mia. So Winslet plays Ruth, who's the mother to, well, a daughter who is played by her real-life daughter who is suffering with several mental health issues. And basically the show is just a star force.
As you mentioned, you go to the Best Actor category, and arguably that's even starrier and even harder to pick. I mean, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses is in there. An extraordinary performance as Jackson Lamb. One of the great sort of anti-heroes, the comic anti-heroes of recent times.
Yes.
Ben Whishaw,
Ben
as you
Whishaw
mentioned.
again, who is very deserving for an award. Taron Egerton is in this.
Massive star.
You know, he's also fantastic in Blackbird.
And I'll give a little bit of love for Chesky Spencer. You know, he was alongside Emily Blunt in The English, which I thought was one of the great shows of last year. It hasn't got a lot of love elsewhere, but he was brilliant as the lead, a Native American lead in this. And yeah, I secretly, not so secretly, hope he might walk away with the statue.
Something else that's notable is the international drama category this year, which is full of like very exciting TV shows. You know, top of which is The White Lotus, this amazing show that's obviously been gathering award steam across the pond.
It just got better and better. Season 2 was just amazing, wasn't it?
Yes.
There is another show that has got a lot of love in America, The Bear, which now you sort of watch it. It's one of the most tense viewing experiences you will ever see. It's set in a kitchen where the lead, Jeremy Allen White, is a Michelin star chef who has been gifted in his brother's will, has been left a sort of down-at-heel diner, and he has to turn it around with all the characters involved in that. And it is so stressful.
I didn't know making sandwiches could be so stressful.
Yeah, exactly.
To shout out Pachinko as well, Apple TV's show about a Korean family who emigrate to Japan, and it's kind of a multi-generational saga. It's beautifully presented, it has amazing performances. I think, again, it hasn't got the buzz it deserves for what it is, but I think Apple is becoming like a serious contender in terms of making like quality dramas.
Some amazing actors, some amazing shows in there this year. It really is very hard to call, as we've just shown ourselves. But yeah, let's hope the Academy gets it right on the night.
Yes, and maybe there'll be a few surprises thrown in as well.